In Blender, when it comes to those hyper-detailed surfaces, artists aren't sculpting every single crack, wrinkle, or pore by hand. They essentially cheat and use custom alpha brushes that stamp realistic details onto the sculpt instantly. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up these brushes and give you a great hack for finding an endless supply of high quality brush textures or stamps completely free. Using techniques like this is exactly how you build awesome landscapes like you can see in the background here. If you want to learn this entire professional workflow, check out my environment course linked below. We go from complete beginner to a fully optimized game ready environment, and it's on sale at the moment because I've just remastered it for Blender 5. So let's look at setting up these awesome brushes. So I'm in Blender 5.1.2, and what I'm going to do is go File, New, and use the Sculpting startup file. That will take me into sculpt mode with a nice sphere ready for sculpting. And in order to sculpt the detail, you do need a lot of polygons or faces on your mesh. At the moment, this has almost 25,000. I'm going to do a remesh so it has lots more so we can add that detail. So R is to bring up the remesh voxel size right down to 0.003. And Control R to do the remesh. That's given me almost 5 million faces, so when I sculpt on this, got a nice lot of detail there. If you're following along with me, you might want to go a little bit lower than this. I've got a powerful machine so it can handle it. And if you need to type in the values, you've got your voxel size under the remesh menu there. Okay, so I'll undo that brush stroke there, and I've set up some different rock brushes that I can click and drag and pull up a nice lot of detail, as you can see there. And I've got several of these different brushes that I can easily add detail to my object. Again, I'll undo those, so I'm back to my nice sphere here, and show you how you can set up that brush. So usually we start with the draw brush here. So if I select that, that's the one that just does this. I'll undo that again. But if we right click on it, we can duplicate it. And I'll call this Rock 6, and it's going to save this asset in my user library. So when I press save, it should pop up each time you open Blender. So here's my Rock 6 brush. And in order to edit that brush, I'll go across to the Active Tool and Workspace settings at the top here. Now there's a couple of things we need to change. First of all, we want to give it a rock texture. So if I open this up, I can create a new texture for my brush in here. And this is where I want to add my rock texture. To open up a texture that I have, we can press this button down here. That's actually the same as taking you to this texture properties down the bottom here. So I was in the Active Tool and Workspace settings. It's now taken me to the texture properties, and I can open up one of my textures. So I've downloaded lots of brush textures, and they look like this. They're made up of black and white. The white bits will stick out and the black bits will stay as it is. And usually they look something like this, kind of a blurry looking image. And you can get some really interesting ones for veins and scales and so forth. But unfortunately, it's a little bit tricky to find these days. You can download them in packs. But a really useful hack for this is to use displacement maps from PBR materials. That gives you a wealth of places to download from. So if you type in free PBR into Google, you'll see ambient CG. They've got lots of free textures, free to use, free PBR as well, lots there, and again, free to use. If I go to ambient CG and type in rocks, you can see the different types of rocks straight away. This one's a really nice one, nice and bumpy, so we can get some real detail from it. So you download these textures. It's best to use the PNG because it's not compressed, and that will work better. And 4K makes a lot of sense because you've got a nice lot of detail in the texture. So I'll download that, and I'll navigate to my ambient CG folder. I've actually taken the preview image out of the folders and put them in the main folder so I can kind of see which one's which. And it's the Rock 007. I'll double click on that, and the displacement texture is the one you want. Notice how it's similar to the other ones we saw. It's slightly blurry and it's got that black and white look. Don't go for the roughness or the ambient occlusion. They don't offer the same effect as the displacement. The displacement texture is actually built for this type of thing. So I'll open up the displacement and you'll see it pop into here. So when I go back to my Active Tool and Workspace settings, the texture will now pop into the texture slot. So if I try to draw now, it's not working. Well, it is working, but it's not working how we want it to. So I'll undo that. What we need to do is scroll down and go to the stroke method. The most effective I've found under the stroke method, if I just bring that out, you can read that there, is the anchored method. This is nice because I can click and drag and it will open up the texture like so. And so I can do a little bit of overlap and it creates this wonderful rocky material all over my sphere. And you can see me adding detail to my object. Now lastly, if you do want to reuse your Rock 6 brush that you have made, then you need to go up to the top of the Active Tool and Workspace settings just here. In the drop down, click Save Changes to Image. And you can actually give it a preview image as well by taking a screenshot, saving it and loading it in there. And that is how sculptors add lots of finite detail to their objects by using texture brushes like this. And again, a great resource is just to go to the displacement map of any PBR material and place it into the texture slot of your sculpting brush. So hopefully that gives you some ideas about how you can improve your sculpts. If you've got any questions, then do comment below. And remember, you can learn all these techniques in my environment course, which is on sale at the moment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.